yellow jersey gets to be worn by the Jeep leaderboard #1 slot, and that belongs to Matt Wilkinson this year. Thus far, an amazing run through the Australian leg.
In his career on the championship tour has been to requalify.
All right, this is a crunch moment. Matty Wilkinson gets the psychological boost on it though, as he dominates the paddle and he squares it out nicely. So good reflexes early on from Matt Wilkinson.
You don't have priority in Deivid Silva relinquishing and letting Matt Wilkinson pick up his first wave of the heat. Nice style for Matt Wilkinson on his backhand. You can see battling here and dominating the peak. Matt Wilkinson gets that backhand hook straight back into a bottom turn, glides up and over. So two-turn combo for Matt Wilkinson.
A 7.67 is what has come to the scorecard for Matty Wilkinson's opening knifing maneuvers on the backhand. Now it's Deivid Silva's turn as he goes for the big crack. Beautiful square turn as well. He'll link it through for another little snap. A little bit of a stumble there at the end. He was on the way to a real momentum run there on that three-turn combination.
Saw that go at a 6.67 in the heat the previous, but this one here for Matt Wilkinson going a point higher as we watch the replay of the quickness of Deivid Silva. Right there, a little bit of an error finishing that move, but that's what Deivid's going to bring here, is that he's that tight, compact surfer, and he knows how to fit those turns in, the way the waves are out here. But again, I was going to talk about that adjustment. It looks like they've upped the scale a little bit. What that's done is it allows room down in the bottom half of the scoring kind of ranking. So opening it up.
Now let's have a look at someone we don't know a lot of, and we'll bring you some more information for Deivid Silva. Big backhand crack. He throws a lot of spray on that one. Slightly awkward section on the inside. He won't really capitalize on the inside section of the wave, but it was a good crack on the outside to start. He's looking for a clean little bowl peak here. Looks left, looks right, but goes left. There's that rasping turn. Now this wave has got a little bit of a complication to it, but he's going to square it out, and it's going to end up being a throwaway, Pete.
Take a look at Deivid Silva on the replay here. Beautiful backhand hit. Straight up vertical, but just the one turn. It does a bit of a slice right there, but very committed on that first maneuver. And then here, Matty Wilkinson on his forehand, the snap, looking for some sort of section down here at the end. Chases it down, but then goes for the fall.
As our reigning world champion, Adriana de Souza. He also picked up a 9th at the World Juniors in Ericeira, so we'll look for more from Deivid Silva. Meanwhile, beautiful crack from Matty Wilkinson. Another big hit. This is looking good for him. Instinctive, fast and flowing from the Australian.
Take a look at Deivid Silva. This score came in at a 4.83, the big float. As the wave creases in half, he has to chase down this next section here. But look at that, those crisp backhand snaps. That's what got him at third place at Manly. And then behind him, Matt Wilkinson now in trying to improve on a 2.10. And a good backhand surfing from him. See how he projected. And look at this. Beautiful slow-mo angle here. We talk about the tight quarters, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. Those transitions. It's hard to fit the surfboard in there. The
Samsung Galaxy Championship Tour. Right now our focus is on Matt Wilkinson, who is doing a job of focusing himself. And here he goes, Matty Wilco. And that'll be a throwaway score. So Deivid Silva needs to do some work here, Pete, and let's have a look at him, because this is the second wave of the set and he cracks it. Comes around that corner, but just a little buckle there as well, as we're on that hard tide mark now, just on 8 o'clock in the morning. That might be having just a touch of an effect. We love it. Just eating up the action here. Now let's have a look at Deivid Silva. He'll go forehand after all of that discussion of the backhands, and he'll air rotate it, and he'll stomp it beautifully. He puts the landing down on the mid-face, so excellent answer back now. There's not a lot of time though, 4.5 to go.
And you can see there's a couple different aerial variations. This one, the alley-oop, where he rotates on his toes, pulls it off clean, was able to get a last little hit. So this is the type of wave right here that's going to get him right back in this heat. You can see again, does the full rotation, lands on the flats, right in the transition.
But now you're watching your surfer in blue reacting here. Matty Wilkinson can blanket him with that priority. Decides, nope, the wave doesn't offer up. With 30 seconds to go, was that the right decision? Because that's a massive alley-oop again. Deivid Silva now open face carving. And there's a little last little slope of it left, so he goes to the air, replicates his previous 6.43 with the rotation, Pete, and then adds a little rail work as well.
Way smaller, but look at this one, kind of lines up here and it gets a bit steep. I like that one. I'd like them a little better, just a little bit more of a critical section where he did that air, and then the big slash afterwards. Again, that's a pretty hefty score. As you see again, connects with it, lands on the roof, pulls it down, and then another slash right out of it.
It's an 8.3. It just hurdles the requirement of the 8.1. Matt Wilkinson has left the door open, and Deivid Silva has walked straight through and helped himself. Silva just overflowing with emotion right now. A big result here and a devastating blow for Matt Wilkinson. A 25th place finish here.